Your wife is in me DMs. There was no check. Poirier, Conor McGregor 3.
Hey, prediction got it right, bro. I got the prediction.
What was the prediction?
That Poirier would
win.
Poirier would win.
And my prediction was kind of true as well, because now Poirier has so many other opportunities right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the fight to make, him and Charles Oliveira for the lightweight title. And then in the wings of that, in the lightweight division, you got Michael Chandler, who got beat by Charles Oliveira. And then you got Justin Gaethje, who's a bad motherfucker as well. Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje are going to go at it. And then you got Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier, and here's Conor with a broken leg talking shit to everybody.
He's rehabbing quicker than everyone thought he was going to rehab.
He's already rehabbed. He's been.
He can walk now.
He can walk now.
How?
I don't.
Well, like when you have like millions of dollars, you can afford the best treatment in the world.
Yeah, avoid the best treatment. But do you think he's being able? He's tried to train, but do you think he'll be able to train the same anymore?
Well, they said he has an unbreakable rod or something like that, or an unbreakable thing in his leg that they surgically put there. So, and Conor is confident in it. I don't know if you've seen the video, but I don't know. Poirier won, McGregor lost. I've gained more respect for Poirier.
Right.
I've lost a bit of respect for Conor, but I get why he did it. He like, it's to secure another fight.
Yeah, it's because nobody could have predicted. I didn't predict that. I didn't think he would break his fucking leg.
There's been a lot of people breaking their legs lately in the UFC.
Yeah, most notably I talked about this on podcast about a couple months ago about Chris Weidman and then Uriah Hall. And the thing about that one was Chris Weidman broke his leg with Uriah Hall doing the same thing Anderson Silva did to him years before, and both ended in the same way. Broke the leg to the point where...
Oh, yeah, and you see those vids on your feed, and it's like...
right? And even that one with Conor, like, I don't know what could have... I thought he just misstepped wrong or whatever the hell. But, like, seeing his ankle go...
yeah.
And he's like, ah! And it falls over, and I thought...
And then he was still able to talk like a few minutes later.
Yeah.
Like nothing happened. Like he was in pain, but like I don't know. I feel like people would be on the ground like crying
in agony.
In agony over the thing.
I think it's because that adrenaline.
Oh yeah, that adrenaline's like there's people that go through very traumatic things physically and like they don't feel it
for a while.
Yeah, until like a lot later because of the adrenaline rush. Like oh my gosh, it just happened.
Right, and then I think.
Do you think it was a legitimate win for Poirier?
Oh, yeah. He won the first round in my book. Like, because he already had him on the ropes, and I'm like, okay, Conor has to come back.
But Conor had some good moments.
He almost... I thought he was going to choke out Dustin Poirier right there with the guillotine. I was like, there's no way he locked in a guillotine. There is no way. And then when...
Did you see how Dustin had his, like, toes?
Yeah, toes on the cage, and then he was able to escape, and I was like, bro, that is a good moment right there. I was freaking out. I was like, okay, neither of them are playing around. Here we go. And then when I saw Conor have his accident, I thought it was a knockdown. I thought like he probably clipped him and I just didn't see. And I thought Poirier was about to get the finish right there.
You eating your food. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, and then the round ends, but then that happened. I'm like, nah, that's it. What?
You would think it would like go like at least 3 rounds.
I was hoping for the whole 5, but
yeah, because everyone is so hyped up about it.
Right, and then to end like that, I don't know.
I feel like I don't know. Like Dustin did better that fight than Conor. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was like dominance. I don't think it was like pure dominance by Dustin.
They were kind of at a stalemate.
Yeah,
it felt like a stalemate, and every time they threw one thing. Like, say if Dustin threw one thing out, Conor threw it back. Conor was trying to throw a thing out, Dustin threw right back. Exactly. And then it was just a matter of, who breaks first. I don't want to use that, but that's kind of what happened.
Yeah. I'm not satisfied with that fight.
I'm not satisfied either, and he's trying to go for 4.
I feel like we shouldn't... Well, obviously they had to stop it, but, like, I feel like that fight... It wasn't a good ending to the trilogy, I feel like.
Yeah.
They should replace that fight with... Another fight. And see who wins that one.
I see. So, where do you think Poirier will go? You think Poirier is going right to the title fight, and you think he's going to just cement who he is, or...
Hell yeah.
All right. And then Conor, what do you think is going to happen with Conor?
I think he should aim for smaller fights for now, like
Yeah.
because when he fought Dustin before the second fight,
Yeah.
he was kind of rusty. Like he didn't fight that many fights. Like and apparently he only won one fight since Obama left office, which I heard.
Oh yeah, they when they were comparing, it's because I think you're talking about the same fight. You're talking about his win against Donald Cerrone at welterweight.
Yeah,
and that is true. He had a layoff, and everybody was like, "Well, is Conor going to be the same?" And then when he came out of Bat Out of Hell, everybody had their confidence back into Conor.
Yeah.
But then you got to also think, okay, he moved back down to lightweight, which is, moving up is a little more easier if you're up there, but getting down was always hard, and you always saw Conor's weight cut. It always looked weird. He looked
like a skeleton.
Yeah. So, goddamn.
I feel like he should do a few, like, not too hard fights, but, like, some good fights.
Like at welterweight. I'd say at welterweight. He looked great at welterweight. He looked great.
Get his confidence up.
Yeah.
Beat a few people because he has talent. He has talent. Just because he lost these against Dustin, Dustin is at his top of his game.
Yeah.
He has talent. Like he should fight a few people, get his confidence back up, get a lot of the rust out.
Yeah. But will any fight be small? Because if you're going against Conor, that's a big fight already.
Well, move up. Slowly move up. Harder opponent until you move up to Dustin Poirier again.
Move up to Dustin
I feel like the fight shouldn't even happen next year. Maybe like early 2023, mid 2023.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think people will be patient enough for that fight.
I don't think I could be patient enough. I think it's because, well, we had that trilogy already. The trilogy's done.
I feel like the trilogy was like the third fight happened a bit too quickly after the second fight.
Yeah, but that's what fans want to see, and we got it regardless.
And
right?
it's easier on the UFC to make fights because it's by one person controlling everything.
Right. The only other trilogy I know, and what I said before, was Nate Diaz. And his brother's about to come back, I think, at UFC 268, I believe. I'm not too sure. It's a future event that's going to happen in about a month or so. Mm-hmm. And I'm hyped to see his brother Nick fight yet again, and he's fighting against Robbie Lawler. That's going to be their second fight together.
Okay.
The first one was years ago. Like, you can compare it to the same thing they did with Dustin Poirier 1 or Dustin versus Conor 1 and Dustin versus Conor 3, because they're going to make comparison years later, right? So I'd say Nate Diaz will be Conor's next one, but I don't know.
You think?
I mean, that's the only other person I think he should fight, because Gaethje and Chandler are already there, unless he wants to move up to welterweight, but I doubt he can throw who is at welterweight right now. You got Usman, who's crazy at 170. He's the champ. He knocked out Jorge Masvidal. I mean, I'd say Conor versus Masvidal would be cool, but I don't know if they're going to make that happen. Then you got other guys like Gilbert Burns, who's a crazy fight too. You got the guy who beat Nate Diaz in his fight already. You got his name is slipping me. But he's on the rise as well. He beat Nate Diaz. He's on the rise for another fight and for another title shot. Leon Edwards, that's his name. Leon Edwards beat Nate Diaz, and he wants the 170 belt as well. So I don't know where Conor could go. Where do you think Conor could go?
He could go anywhere at this point. Like, I don't know. He's been out of the game for so long. He fought Dustin. He lost. He could go anywhere at this point. He could attempt another rematch with Dustin. Dustin is obviously not happy with Conor said, or he could try to build up because he's rehabbing. Well, he finished rehab, but he has to get back in the game at 100%. He could go anywhere.
Conor versus Khabib too.
No. I think Khabib is kind of.
Yeah, he's retired.
Yeah, he's retired,
and I don't think he wants to fuck with Conor anymore.
Yeah.
He already. He's like you.
And it's too much drama for him.
It was too much drama. It was the first time, and I don't think the UFC would ever want to do that again.
It was about family and whoa.
The only other person I think Conor should fight is probably Tony Ferguson, and everybody wants. Not everybody, but a lot of the community wants Tony Ferguson to kind of retire already.
It would be a good send-off.
Yeah, because, I think it's because Tony Ferguson has amassed so much punishment throughout the years, and him being very unorthodox, either dishing it out or taking it every fighter got their break. And the fact that he still wants to go is amazing, but come on, man.
It's like with Cowboy.
Yeah, with Cowboy Donald Cerrone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a couple fights left in it. If he really wants to do it, he's gonna want to do it. But like,
he's lost a lot lately.
Yeah,
so
but he's also got the most wins in the UFC.
Yeah.
So I don't know. These guys trying to go up against the UFC now. The UFC is always trying to break out new stars, break out new champions,
and they are.
Yeah, and they're still trying to run with the dogs here, but like. Everybody's got their time. Everybody's got their point.
Especially in the UFC, where like it's so demanding for your body.
Mm-hmm. Very
like
good.
It's not like, well, like with boxing, you could push to 40 if you want to.
Yeah, you could.
Like Manny. Well, we're gonna talk about
Manny Pacquiao.
But like not right now. We're gonna talk about UFC. Yeah. Well, like the UFC careers end sooner.
Yeah.
Or like your peak. Like once you leave your peak, like you're not as good as like you were when you were young. I don't know. The UFC affects your body more.
Yes. Yes. And then about